Hey, what's up, my Dokus? Jason welcoming you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel.
Right.
Last time... I did not burp. Last time we headed out this way on our field study to Berahard, Berahard, I guess is how it's pronounced. I can never truly feel like I'm getting it right. Which is, the place where Eustace is from. And we've been given our tasks for our field studies, and this time we're going to get started on them while doing a few other things. So, first things first, I want to head to Christie's Galleria, as there's some stuff that we can find here. We need to go to... That's general goods. It's here we are. Fordham Books. We need to buy both Cornelia reprints chapter 3 and 4. And then let's see, we need to go to the Noble District, because...
This seems to be the city's noble quarter.
No wonder most of these houses look so overblown and excessive.
We need to go to Resident 2, which is right over here. And if we talk to... I believe it's Lorna. Phew, I certainly would appreciate it being able to sit down and enjoy some tea right now. I happen to know how to brew some delicious herb tea too. Here, allow me to teach you how to make it too. We get a recipe. Good, good, good. Alright, there is also, to make note, there is also a fishing spot here in Central Plaza, but I don't think it has any of the new species that we need to catch, so we'll just worry about it later. For now, however, I want to head over to... oh wait, we need to head to the Artisans District, because our first quest we're going to do is...
This street seems kind of different from the others.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
I think this is where we want to go. Yes, Turner's Jewelers. I want to talk to this guy. So what you're saying is any minute now. Indeed, we shouldn't have to wait long. Oh, looks like he's with a customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by the uniform, you're... Ah, I see Lord Eustace is with you too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request? We have, but we'd ask if you please refrain from giving us any special treatment to my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite amendable and to returning at a later hour. No, it's the opposite, in fact. We were just discussing you, as it happens. Alright then. Wait, you were discussing us? Does that mean... Of course, if you'd allow me to explain. This is Biet, a tourist currently staying here in Berahard. He's the one responsible for the request that brought you here. I'm going to be getting married in the near future, and I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Berahard are renowned and far and wide for their skill with gem processing, so it seemed like the ideal choice. So you've made what I presume to be a substantial journey in search of the perfect ring. Is it a wonderfully romantic thing? It is a wonderfully romantic thing to do, isn't it? There's no denying the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones on my income isn't very plausible. And a septium ring especially is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been and almost given up. But then I consulted with Brooke here and whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right, a precious stone must be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name's pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for him using one, specifically a gem known as the Dryad's Tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of it, actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it, and people say it's easily the equal of septium. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert on jewels as well, huh? That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine. So does that mean the reason you called us here is... Exactly. I'd like you to collect one of these Dryad's Tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that the tears can be harvested from grow on the North Cusan Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still a pretty rare gem. So finding it might not be an easy task. Well, then I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may be quite the challenge our dear friend here made it out to be, you know. Huh? The innocent wolf-nymph's tear that you seek. How would you respond to it if I were to say I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? Who's this guy? Do you know him, Eustace? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before, no. Haha, gracious! How terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. My name is Baron Blueblanc. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From paintings, sculptures, and finest of arts to the most delicately detailed crafts, I am a connoisseur and lover of beauty, craftsmanship, and artistry in their many splendid forms. I see. He seems a little off-puttingly eccentric. But that's enough about myself. I hear you're searching for a Dryad's Tear. Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on the northern highway, for that I am most certain. And yet I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not so great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, a brilliant light has true meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands. You don't say. Guy's manners of speech is irritating. So it is content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative for the information. May I ask why you're telling us all this, though? Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek a beauty mere mirror cannot buy. It moves me so, and being the generous man that I am, I deigns to extend my olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you? Sure. Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely. I think our chances are about equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving you now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the Dryad's Tear in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Good day to you. Alright, our quest begins. So let's go ahead and head towards the North Cusan Highway, which is, we can literally just warp to it. Right here. Let us begin. Starting off, we have a new enemy to deal with.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just create a link with Emma. And then we'll have Emma do analyze.
My turn.
Go ahead and have Machias and her create a link.
It's my turn.
Then she'll do analysis on, these guys are egg snakes. Literally just snakes that pretty much pop out of eggs. It's definitely
My turn.
not what I expect. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I keep getting vibrations because my phone is on vibrate, and so I just keep hearing it. Okay, so first off, we come over here, we'll find ourselves another new enemy.
That's a beautiful. We have the advantage. My turn.
We have a man trap.
Here we go. Go.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and have elite or have Emma analyze them again. Just keep kicking their booties. Also, Fee has an S-craft as well. Hers is the Sylphie Dance. We'll go ahead and show that off here pretty soon. I think we'll wait until that that monster fight we have to worry about. And Reen levels up, and he learns a new craft, Arc Slash. Unleashes an Arc Slash Shockwave. And go ahead and get this. We get Recuria. Let's go ahead and keep going.
Stay on guard and don't
Here we
get
go.
cocky.
Alright,
Now's our chance.
Yeah. Here. I'll handle it.
Right. All right. Let's keep moving.
okay, let's go ahead and come right here, get a reviving palm.
Enemy sighted. Go.
Go ahead and just keep fighting these enemies. Just cause, you know, I fight every enemy I come across in RPGs, and seeing as how I'm, you know, I was level 14 and everybody else is level 15, clearly I wasn't doing enough fighting.
My turn. Hostiles neutralized.
I still don't entirely believe in grinding levels though. I don't know. Just like I always feel like I don't need to.
My turn.
Alright, let's go ahead and actually just use some of our crafts. Actually, let's go ahead and show off Machias here a little bit. Actually, I showed off a bit of Machias. Emma's the only one I actually haven't really showed off outside of like Sylvia's, because Machias was in our party for a while. But we also didn't see Fees. But so she has Detector as well. So I think that's just a default thing with Orbital Staff users. But she also has Serene Blessing, which heals an ally with the Calm of the Moon. So let's go ahead and test that with Fee.
Hear me. Thanks. My turn.
And I should have actually shown off Fees. Also, we missed an action voice, and don't worry, we can, you know, still see these voices. They are right here.
Oh, a lake. It looks so pretty.
Yep, we don't have to miss out on them. But for now, go ahead and come up here. It's so pretty. I'd say this is it. Alright, let's see if we can remove it without causing any damage. You can see it you can see right through it. Its radius truly is the equal of Septium, just as the rumors said. Yes, I'm certain this will make for an exquisite ring. I can hardly wait to see the expression on Ben's face when we show it to him. Although this does mean that the Baron was telling the truth. Yeah, and we still have no idea why he went out of his way to tell us. But there's no point in worrying about that now. We got what we came for. Yep, time to go. Let's go get this to benched. Alright, and nothing up here of any significance. There is a monster here as well as a fishing spot. But, well actually no, I'm lying here. That monster is for something much later we'll get into. I just kind of realized that. Gotta put two and two together, I forgot the quest that we were on. But no, there is a fishing spot here, and...
Bridge, huh? Star Bridge. Beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Right here is a fishing spot that we can use, and we can catch a new species here. Hopefully it'll give it to us though. Alright, I think this might be the species. There we go. Alright, we got Rock Eater. And our fish rank went up. I guess we could catch the other 2 fish here. Might as well. Excuse me. And I don't remember what that is, honestly. I think that's the carp, isn't it? I think so, at least. Yeah, Anarcarp. Alright, got one more. Alright, so let's go ahead and I guess make our way back to Artisan Street and deliver this to that guy. That was the emblem of the Cruzen province, wasn't it? Are they part of the provincial army? I suspect they're members of a unit stationed in Keldic. They're likely on their way to the rendezvous with the main unit in Brerhard. Makes sense. I've never seen those vehicles accompanying them before, though. Reinhardt's millions models of light armor transport, from the looks of it. They lack the firepower of a tank, but make up for it in maneuverability. They must have spent a small fortune on those. You certainly seem to know a lot about them, V. Suppose so. Regardless, we have no reason to linger here. We should return to Brerhard ourselves. You're right. Alright, so now let's go ahead and head over to Artisan Street. And head into the jeweler. Okay. Ah, you're back. Is something wrong? Well, could you give us the item? Sure, here. Thank you. What is taking so long? If you have what I asked for, hurry up and give it to me. Yes, of course, at once. What's going on? Honestly, we don't have all day. This is why you commoners never get anywhere in life. Here it is, my liege. So this is what it looks like. I can confirm that this is a genuine Dryad's tear. I imagine it will be a bit hard, but as it is nothing more than a petrified sap, you should be able to consume it without worry. Consume? We had to have heard that wrong. Alright then. Jump. What? Seriously? What are you doing? Munch, munch. Oh, water. Here, my lord. Scum. How did this come about? What the hell do you think you're... Machias? You there, commoner. You might want to watch your tone when addressing someone of higher rank than yourself. Damn it, this isn't good. I shall be generous and let it pass this once, but you would do well to mind your manners in the future. If you were to truly anger me, your life would be cut short. Very short indeed. I think you're the one who ought to mind his manners. What was that? Lord Eustace! What are you doing in a place like this? That does not concern you. However, we went to great pains to find the Dryad's tear from that man there. And I am most interested in hearing what exactly made you feel you had the right to consume it. But Lord Eustace, I legally purchased that stone from him. I have done nothing improper here. Is what this man says true? Yes, it is. He agreed that he would give me a sum of myrrh in exchange for the tear. See, so that stone was my property, which meant I could do with it whatever I wished. Okay. But why would you want to eat it? Well, the Dryad's tear is used in Eastern herbal medicine and is said to possess a number of useful properties. Herbal medicine? A popular variety of alternative medicine practiced in the Eastern lands. What useful properties? Nutritional supplementation mostly, but there are those who believe it can also prevent the effects of aging. Prevent aging? utterly ludicrous. But be it as it may, it is my prerogative, and now that the deed is done, I have no reason to remain here any longer. Lord Eustace, if you would permit it. Fine, please leave. I am deeply grateful. If you will excuse us then. We beg your pardon. I'm sorry for causing a scene. Ineffective at controlling your temper as ever, I see. Some things never change. No, I should be the one to apologize. I'm sorry for making you watch that without a word of explanation beforehand. Especially after all the trouble you went through to get it for me. So, it is true? Did the Count purchase it from you? Oh yes, that was completely true. Everything was on the level. Though, honestly, considering he's a noble and a count at that, I couldn't possibly have refused. The situation may be changing for the better in Heimdall overall. But deference to those of higher stature is still the reality in areas where the Chancellor's influence doesn't reach. I thought it might be something like that. And as for the ring, I'm going to use the mirror the Count gave me as a deposit to buy one locally. I'm really sorry for putting you through all this. I'll need to start making my way to the station now. I don't want to miss my train. Goodbye, everyone. I was observing, curious as to what manner of compelling drama might unfold. But alas, all I witnessed was that farce. How long has he been there? I heard from the fine gentleman who works at this establishment that you're students here for a field study, no? I hope you'll forgive me for saying so, but I believe it is these setbacks in life which makes it truly beautiful to be alive. That comedy of errors may have been tough to endure, but your resultant struggle against injustice was simply breathtaking. Excuse me? However, alas, I must bid adieu, for my search can never rest ere the ultimate beauty is unearthed. I do pray we'll have the opportunity to meet again. Until such time, fare thee well, students. What was that all about? I don't think he was just trying to... I think he was just trying to tell us to not let it get to us, maybe? We still don't know why he helped us to begin with. What becomes of this request now? Good question. There's no stone left to make the ring. Does that mean we failed? No, you did exactly what we asked for. It's unfortunate that things ended how they did, but that was through no faults of yours. So please, accept your reward. But this... I understand how you must feel, but you did exactly what you were asked. You deserve nothing less than the reward you were promised. I must insist. Alright, thank you. Alright, that's quest complete. And I think what we're gonna do now is go ahead and go pick up the other quest, which is just right over here next to the restaurant. Excuse me, could we talk to you for a minute? Ah, might those uniforms be from Thor's military academy? I assume you must be the students Lord Rufus mentioned then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some work to some students who came along here for some manner of field study, you see. But well, in truth, he asked my father first, but he's as busy as he ever was. So the request was passed on to his heir, in other words, me. Oh, that sounds rather interesting. doesn't it? Now take a guess at what I came up with. Oh, you're such a tease. Might I have some time to think about it? So what exactly was your request? You dare interrupt our conversation? Oh, you commoners truly have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural to wait for those superior to you to finish their Oh my! What's the matter? Lord Eustace? I had no idea you were here with these commoners. Well, I am. Do you still wish for us to remain quiet while you continue with this nonsense? Of course not. We would never be so crass. I can get used to this. Why couldn't he just stand where we could see him in the first place? Well, what is it that you're looking for? Your request stated that you want some kind of bath salt. Well, you see, I'd like to request that you procure some pink salt for us. I see. That's a rather difficult request. Fret not then, I can change the request if you wish. That won't be necessary. A request is a request. Is it that hard to find? That's not the issue. We need to make our way through the canyon to the east to find it. Much like we need to do for that monster. It's closer than Orochi's fort than it is to the city, so it won't be an easy journey. Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath, though? Putting salt in bathwater warms the body. I really don't care for it, but it seems like it seems to have some positive health effects. Sounds like something only nobles can afford to do. Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go now. Yeah, let's get this cleared up when we take care of that monster. Yep, indeed. So now we've picked that up, and since we, have to take care of that monster on the same path, we're gonna go ahead and do that. But I think we'll save it for next time. At least after this cutscene. We've now crossed the border into Orochi's Canyon. On the other side of this is Orochi's fort, where the provincial army is stationed. Which means the monster we're after is somewhere along this path. The most logical approach here would be to take care of the monster first, then continue following the path to the fort. If that's the case, we should probably take some time to finish all of our other quests first. Otherwise, they may be left undone. Well, I know I'm certainly anxious, so as soon as everyone else is ready, we should head out. Okay. Alright, well, then I think we'll end things here. Next time on The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, we're gonna go ahead and we'll make our way through Orochi's Canyon in search of the monster and the bath salts that we're looking for. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, it helps out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly dibbly if you've not already. And I will see you guys all later.